What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Welcome back to a full, ish, not even full-ish. KG's doing a lot of sign language.
Talking to my daughter. Talking to my child.
He's doing sign language parenting off screen there. There's only 3 of us so far because Fleck is going to be en route. But we were sitting here. We were going, do we wait? Do we wait 5 minutes? Do we wait a little bit longer? And KG, what happened? You took one look at the comments and you said, I'm not going to have this slander.
Yeah, it was the comment about me having generational lateness. And I thought, that's just rude. Generational as well.
You are an absolute disgrace. You're cheap.
And I just thought, nah, man, we really need to talk. And there's so much cool stuff. Like, because the season literally is like, well, it's at its end, basically. And it's like, we need to talk about, like, if Man United get the point that we get in these last 2 games, we can really smile and talk about the end of the season and like be excited.
Do we run a risk though? You say that because I've seen a lot of people already celebrating. We've got Champions League. Man, we've already got Champions League. Are we running the risk of being a smidge too confident? We've still got a point to go.
If we can't get a point out of 2 games, throw us in the bin. I don't know what Mina thinks, but right now, throw us in like right next to, like the juice that is at the bottom of the bin. It's like dumpster juice, yeah.
Oh,
like
the worst,
that dust, yeah.
There's nothing worse when you pull it out of the bin bin slides off, and then you walk off a little bit, and it's the only time. And it only happens when you've decided not to wear any footwear as well. That's the only time it happens.
Oh no!
And then you go,
but you walk with it in front of you. You're a monster behind, just like carry it just in case,
like that,
that. Because the juice can always happen.
I lift and then extend my arm and carry it like that far away from me.
You can tell Mina does not like do the bins at home.
No, I don't.
You can tell straight away, like, but I feel like that's just, I don't want to be sexist, but I feel like that's like a man duty. Like, you have to take out the bins. Like,
it's quite sexist.
It sounds quite sexist, but I feel like it is like, men don't do that much in it, but that is your job. Like it's number one.
Putting petrol in the car. That's a man's job.
Really?
Yeah, I shouldn't get out of my car and put petrol in it.
What if you're driving?
I won't get out.
Well, this is the point where she's home alone and the bin's overflowing.
My wife
wait for someone to take it out.
Or you a smusher, because there's nothing worse than a smusher.
No,
you know what I mean? When they open up and then it goes like this.
I'll get another bag and put it on the floor next to it.
Really? That is lazy.
That is
really lazy.
My wife would do that as well. It's a thing. They just won't.
A separate bag?
No, just like it's gonna be there and you're gonna take it out. My light is too bright, so my red hat is too red.
I thought it was orange. Mina, but is there a chance we could bottle it? That's my point. Is are we being a little bit too overconfident, or is it nearly done in terms of getting that point?
I wouldn't say overconfident. By the way, you didn't introduce anyone, but
because we're hosting this. Do you know what?
There's no introduction needed.
I've got a really strong excuses there. I wasn't on the morning view. I've been a bit unwell over the last week, 24 hours. I came in and Flex has left me out to pasture here. So disgrace, it's a cheat. How much, if I was going to sum up in a percentage, how much of a disgrace was Marcel? How much of a disgrace in a percentage is Fleck?
100%. 100%.
I need that video.
100%.
I need that video.
100%. But is there a chance we'll be an overconfident bidder?
I mean, anything is possible, but we just have to be optimistic. I saw quotes from Ten Hag, I think it was this morning, where he was saying that, the fans need to come out and, there's a reason why United, Old Trafford is a fortress this season because of the fans, and they need to treat the Chelsea game just as importantly as that. I would be very, very disappointed if we couldn't get 1 point out of 2 games. I would be very disappointed.
Extremely.
And
you look at Chelsea. Just generally this season.
Did you see
there's no reason we shouldn't get 3 points. Or we should have had 3 points at Stamford Bridge against them. So
that's true.
I'll be very disappointed if we don't get, like I said on the last full view that I was on, when it was actually a full view. I said we'd get 12 points out of our last 4 games, and I'm optimistic enough to believe that will still be the case.
KG, do you have any concern about there's been a lot of laughter at certain Arsenal, certain fans. I was going to say fans, Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any spider sense in your back of your brain going, I tell you what, if we didn't get the job done?
It's absolutely no. I've told them as well. If we don't get the job done, it's finished. Like, and that's why I don't know if you saw the match. Mina was there with us, and I was like, Flex was like, well, no, Marcel was like, it's done. We got Champions League. He just said it just from nowhere, and I was like,
well, he did the same with the penalty as well at Anfield, didn't he? Well, they scored the 1-0 up. I couldn't believe it when he said that. I was furious.
Goodness, I was furious as well, because you're like me in that way. I'm like, bro, like, chill, like, wait, and obviously with going as hard as I've gone against Arsenal, like, I do think about it. I'm like, bro, it would be a reckoning, like, of the highest order. But I have to trust this team. I have to trust Ten Hag. I have to trust us to get over the line. Again, Man United, we've rarely lost at home. If we lost 2 back-to-back at home, we're a total disgrace. Again, the aim is not to lose. That's the aim. So if you say in 2 games, can Man United secure a point? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, they have it in them. There's no reason they shouldn't. And again, it's just, you have to treat it as a final. I would like to get it done on Thursday night. So then on the last game of the season, we can kind of not so much tinker, but have a look at what the final could look like. Get a kind of the shape, balance and stuff. So it's not begging, like, it's not like one day he's just going to try something. No, just tinker, have a look.
We also need to take a step back and kind of look at how far United have come during the season too, and say to ourselves, actually, beginning of the season, we were just talking about getting a style of play. We were, to have top 4 wrapped up with a terrible away record, let's face it, with a game to go, wouldn't be bad going, actually, considering where we were last season as well. Or is that shifting the goalpost a little bit?
Mina can take that one. I've got some stronger feelings on it. So
when the season started, I didn't know what to expect, if I'm being very honest. And then obviously, as the season progressed, expectations went a bit higher. I think if we could see the style of play in terms of the Ten Hag football and a top 4, I think that would be a successful.
Oh man, you should have told me that you didn't even say, bro. Bring him in. Go on, carry on.
No, he has to apologize to everyone for being late. And then look, he switched himself to the first. No,
block. I did. In fairness, I switched him there because everyone should be staring at him, and he should have an explanation and say and apologize and say, I'm sorry.
You should.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Comes in here swinging his chair.
Apologies.
It's not much of an apology, guys. You just repeated what I said. I just went apologize and say sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, because you told me to say it, so I'm saying it.
I was hoping something more substance.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a bit more time, guys. I apologize to the UV community for being late. It's something that I pride myself on, and I'm really disappointed in myself. That I've been late. I'm always the first to, I'm the first to call people out for being late, and when it's you, it's not good enough. You've got to do better than that. So I'm going to work on myself to be better.
Well done, Fleck.
Very heartfelt.
Yeah,
that was really good.
I feel bad now for being mean.
Yes,
exactly. Now I've got to sort of cut the tension with something. Just get rid of him for a second, because I didn't really know. After that, it got kind of real for a second, didn't it? You bring it back. It's fine.
Apologies, guys. I'll do better.
Yeah,
I'll do better. I'm accountable for that. That's my fault. My bad, guys. My bad.
It's fine. Yeah.
It happens, but once is too many. Once is just, it's not.
Well,
I can't just say because it's
too many. Bloody hell!
Tell it to KG. If once is too many, then KG.
I'm not going to bring anyone else into this. This is on me. I'm only.
Look at him taking accountability. Wow.
I'm not trying to bring KG into this. That's it. It's not about other people being late. Today's about me. It's 13 minutes past. I was 10 minutes late. That's not good enough.
Someone said, "Now wait, he's being passive aggressive." Someone said he's being passive.
Wow. Is he getting into that territory?
Nah. I'm sorry. Sorry I come across that way, guys, as well. That's not my intentions at all.
Wait, what has happened, bro? What's going on?
Something's happened to him. I don't know. We need to reboot his system. Maybe someone turn around. Let's restart your buttons.
No, guys, if I'm here late, I'm here late, but I'm not gonna start, saying what about this person and what about that person. This is on me. So
Ash says,
You know what,
heartfelt sounds like United when we lose a match. You're gonna tweet out, we got to go again.
Hey, listen, there's a comment there, and it needs to come up. Wait, there's a comment about my performance last night. Imagine I performed to the Bournemouth manager yesterday.
Gary O'Neill.
Yeah, you're really funny.
Did you make him laugh?
Did you make any jokes?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. It was like until I went into the green room. I was like, Gary, no. Do you know what I mean? It was
where was it? What?
I was in Shepherd's Bush Empire yesterday. 2,000 people, everyone situated. I did well. But yeah, that's wicked. Thank you for coming and watching. Oh,
I didn't know. No one told me.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say. Do you know what? Let me not lie. Can I be honest?
You don't. You never promote your thing. You don't say I'm here. You don't.
Can I have a moment of honesty, Flex? I thought he was gonna come and watch me. I thought, you know what he's gonna do? Flex is gonna surprise me, like, and pull up, and he's gonna be in the crowd, like, because you weren't busy, you were free.
And
I'm thinking you're gonna pull up.
Did he go to your last one, KG?
No, he's never been. He's never seen me do comedy.
He's never seen you live.
No,
that's crazy. So I honestly thought you was gonna come, and then you wasn't there, and I was like, maybe it's not now.
Yeah, and it's actually really interesting that you say that, because I'll speak to you after this, because it's actually mad funny that you say that. I was actually supposed to come to that. Oh man.
Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, we move.
We go again. Legitly, exactly. But again, the commitment started committing, and I was everywhere. And sometimes there's just not enough of you to go around, and sometimes you have to say, you know what, I can't do everything. I can't do it.
No,
but again,
you know what? Let's do about Man United. Let's talk about Man United. Let's go in. I feel like we're having a therapy session.
Yeah. Where do you want to go, Flex?
Everyone's watching.
I was late, so I don't know where we're at. So
I can't remember.
What would be great if you guys carry on, and I'll kind of.
I've got it. So I was talking about, we spoke about, are we going to be saved? This, that, and the other. I want to get into strikers. I want to get into big changes. I want to get into where we're going from here, because the talks are talking. I think I watched you this morning, Fleck, and you're talking and stuff. And I think Man United fans, here's a piece. I think Man United fans, we can relax a little bit. Even though there's a madness going on with the ownership, we'll still, there'll be enough money. There'll be at least minimum 150 of finances for Man United to make deals. There has to be, just in the kitty, because we do that even. We've done that even under the Glazers, and we're still going to make money from player sales and stuff. We've reduced the wages in terms of different players going out. There will be money to play with in the same situation. So I know it's kind of a lot of people would the doom and gloom stuff, but why would Man United, if there wasn't no money, we wouldn't be having conversations with the Kim Min Jaes of this world, the Rabios of this. We're still trying to do business, but we obviously want to do elite business. We can't do that yet, but we can operate in this market. I agree. I feel so. I think it's like,
who signs off on that though? Who signs off on that? Do you think? Because obviously,
the same people that kind of give Rashford a contract, right?
But the same people that gave anyone that was going to, to sanction that, to sanction sales or purchases, doesn't have to be eventually done through the hierarchy by the Glazers? And isn't that an issue when even they're undecided about whether they want to even sell the club or not? Is that not an issue when it comes to transfers? We can have talks. We can have talks, because maybe they've said to John Murtough and Richard Arnold, business as usual, mate. Business as usual.
Yeah.
Go after your players. This is your budget. Yeah, you can have the conversations, but ultimately they've got to get signed off, haven't they? So imagine what happens if Richard Arnold goes, yeah, by the way, we've agreed something for Kim Min Jae. We're going to trigger his release clause between July 1st and 15th. It's 40 odd million quid. Do you think the Glazers do it?
So I think that just in terms of, because there has to be, at the moment, the Glazers don't know if they're going or not, right? But if they're going to stay in this mindset of don't know if they're going, they can't hurt themselves for next season. Let's say they decide to stay. Well, you've damaged yourself anyway. right? They've got a manager that they somehow believe in. They believe in him enough to want to stay at this damn club, right? So in a sense, I'm not going to say because the Glazers are never going to do anything good for us, but I do believe that they do trust this manager. So anyone that he brings in, they'll believe that like a Kim Min-jae is not bad for the club. It's a good asset. Again, it's someone that will probably might have some sell on value. Someone like Kane is not bad for the club. I think Kane is a shirt seller. If you bring in Kane, the what do you call it, Glazers is win-win. We can still make some more money because this player goes out, things will be good, personally. So I think like while it's really bad and we're all quite negative at the moment, this sell is going to take a long time, but there will be some money there to do business and we can make player sales.
Does it not piss you off going, we're talking about how much money is going to possibly be available to us in the summer, whether it's 100 million, whether it's a little bit more. And at the same time, you've got Avram Glazer spending 500k on 2 private jet trips. 2.
Yeah. Well,
250k a pop.
That's what billionaires do, bro. Like,
it doesn't cost that much, though. It doesn't cost that much to do a private jet.
Like,
$500,000.
No, but it's what billionaires do. Like, let's be.
Bro, you cannot write that off with Avram Glazer.
KG,
two trips.
Bro, no, hold on. Can I say something? Do you know what is Apple and Ted Lasso? That's what this is. This guy just saw people keep receipts and say we're gonna bounce this against our taxes to 500k for 2 flights. Yeah, when we literally got information saying the footballers do it all the time. It's 50. They spent an extra 200 bags on flights. You know what KG said? Yeah, but I mean, Jason Sudeikis, they do that. That's just normal.
Wait, I'm not even trying to take the piss, guys.
I think KG's radioactive hat
on our club.
His brain. His radioactive hat is seeping into his brain. Is what it's doing.
Wait, I don't understand. Was it his private business money or you played it with Man
Club
United?
money.
Put it on the club
money. They put it at club accounts. 500k.
He said keep the receipts. We'll do expenses.
I didn't know that. I thought he just spent. He uses billionaire money. I didn't know he used the club. So he used the club credit card.
Bro, he put it on the Glaze. He put it on the flipping club.
He expensed it. He
twice.
500k.
Honestly, I did not know that. I didn't know that. I thought it was a billionaire spending money. I was like, why do we care about billionaires spending money? Like people spend money all the time.
No, I literally said with the Glazers, it's Man United money. It's never their money.
I literally said this morning that this epitomizes them. The club is rotting. We have £4 million Weghorst up tops.
No way.
Yeah, he decides to come to 2 games. The Glazers decide to come to 2 games. Yeah, the semi-final and the women's final a couple weeks ago. Yeah, bro, they put it on club expenses while we don't know who's going to run the club, and they couldn't even take dividends, and they just racked up 500 bags on flights.
I had no idea.
It should cost 50 or 100 for both.
Honestly, I had no idea. I thought it was I thought honestly, this is why I was like this. I was like, guys, a billionaire spending his money. If he wants to spend $1 billion on what he wants to pay for, like to travel.
I said that this morning. I didn't know.
I didn't know it was the club.
Put it, bro. He said, Avram, keep receipts, expenses.
All right, that's crazy. Still.
Do you know what a piss take that is? Like the club's rotten, bro. We've got no stadium. Like we've got a stadium, but it's not. It needs urgent work. The training ground needs urgent work. Yeah, taking out 500 bag on flights. Do you know what someone said? Do you know what someone said in the chat today to me? And it was so true. They went, "What does 200 extra bags even get you on the private jet? What? Like
that's
what?
A massive minibar. That's a lot
like
of
what?
Like
like
Mars
what?
Bars.
Because when you get the 50, because Laurie Whitwell's gone to put it into context. Players do this all the time, and they spend the 50k. Yeah, exactly. They spend the 50k on the flight. That's fine. I'm not saying it's fine, but that's what it is. Cool. Millionaires will be millionaires. Billionaires will be billionaires. But what someone's saying is, hold on a minute. What is the extra 200? Because on the 50k one, I ain't been in there, innit? But I'm envisaging the 50k one. Exactly. I'll get onto that in a minute.
Peanuts.
Bro, the 50k one, your legs are up, you've got the food, the drinks are on tap, like, and it's the small.
No, you can get that on just business class. You can get that on business class.
No, but I mean like the little room and stuff where you can go lie down, go sleep, like a separate little compartment. Like it's doing a bed on there. Like 50k is getting you a lot. It's getting you a lot, bro. I'm saying, what's 200? I'm saying, what is it? Is it Air Drake then? Is it OVO? Is it DJ Khaled?
That's what they're
doing.
Yeah,
they're doing it. Is it Air Force One, Prime Minister, President? Like what? You're doing that. You've gone from a G4 to an Airbus 420.
And like you said, when you go like January, why did we get Veghorst? We only had like 4 million. You go, wait a minute, you spent 500,000 on 2 flights.
Crazy,
that's
bro.
Crazy. I didn't know he'd put it on a club. I was like, this is the most non-news I've ever seen. I was like, Rob, man spends money with his credit card on buying a flight. I was like, Rob,
yeah, it wasn't that. You missed out the biggest part of it. You missed out literally the whole biggest part. That's typical KG, isn't it? He's seen it and gone, yeah, but billionaires always spend their money on flights, and carried on about his day. That's what he's done. Do you want me to read to you? Do you want me to read to you actually what Laurie Whitwell said?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, when Avram Glazer flew in for Man United's Carabao Cup final in February via private jet, the price put down. Oh, it's just went there. Hold on a sec. There you go. Let me just go back down because it just refreshed. There you go. The price put down in the accounts was £250,000. He travelled the same luxurious way to the Women's FA Cup final last weekend with the club footing the bill again. Then he says, even in the context of private jets, the Glazers' journey was at the very top end. Footballers often hire their own for holidays at a price of around 50,000.
Jeez.
So that was where that was coming from.
He's wild. I never knew that.
KG just went, yeah, but that's what billionaires do.
I just thought again. That's what.
Yeah,
it's cool though.
That's what
I didn't know. I know now, innit? Now they call me Kevin Glazer. I'm gonna look disappointed.
That's what the KG stands for.
KG, that's what billionaires do. Billionaires, you still have much to learn.
I'm so far from being a billionaire that I don't know. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on.
Remember that show that we done? Remember that Flex and KG show that you done when you said, Flex, they're human. Like, it hurts them a little bit, like what people think. Do you know what someone else said in the comments? They said 250 bags per flight, and he's still got that same ponytail. Do you see what I was trying to tell you? How these men don't give a damn crap about anything what we think about them, bro. They just spent a light 500k and didn't want to fix his hair because he's like, it's not I don't care. I'd rather spend 500 bags on 2 flights to go watch Man United and put it on their thing, put it on the club. And you think they care? You think they care that people are being a bit mean to them and saying, never come back. And now they're going, ooh, they don't really like us a lot. Like, let's sell. Is
that a sign of their desire to sell, though? Like, if you know, I'd say what, in a couple of weeks' time or a month or so time, this company ain't going to be mine. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do? Just put it all on the company. I'm gone.
Oh,
I'm gone soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could it be that?
Bleed them dry like that.
That's true, though. If you're going to, when you're about to leave your job, and you start moving mad, and that's probably what he's doing. He's like, run that on he would never do that. Surely he couldn't if he was actually still trying to like.
If he really truly cared about the accounts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that's a mad deal to go through. He's leaving.
Today I feel Qatari.
I hope so. Everyone looks so angry.
It's just because you didn't know. Like, Minister.
It is what it is. I had a man. You know what I'm saying? We have to get over it, get into the game, bro. Get a second touch. Mina, who are we gonna sign?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed with you, KG. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Who are we gonna sign? What, with 100 million or in
150? And we can 150 probably. Like, let's go with that one. You know, funny. The community really want me to leave. Man. I should just go.
Well, it's kind of a mixed thing in the community because one they're talking about obviously the comments of that's what billionaires do, and a lot of people are talking about your radioactive hat that you're wearing at the moment.
That hat is a
I can
madness.
change it. I can change it. I can go Ten Hag.
No, do you know what it is? You know what's really funny? What's actually happened this year? I know what's happened here. KG does the not the ghost camera thing. What do you call it, Owen? What's that thing?
OBS.
He does the virtual
OBS.
camera, yeah. So I know he's in OBS, yeah. But what he's done, the contrast sliders are kind of high. It's looking like you got the mad fake tan on, like a bit crazy, and it's like.
I just, you know what? I didn't even go.
The more you look at the hat, it feels like apparently that hat. What did you say it was? It's red because it looks very orangey.
It's actually orange.
Oh, it's orange.
Yeah.
It's looking bright red though.
It's a sharp orange.
Let's go.
No, it's contrast. It's contrasting.
Oh my god.
Josh knows. You're saturated, bro.
No, it's right in the middle, fam. Fleck.
It's bright.
KG, we can barely see you now.
Some people were saying, yeah, like I was going to say, it's very Trumpish. It's like
make America great again.
There you go. I can't.
Someone was saying,
oh my god,
KG's looking like a lipstick.
Can't sort it out, guys. There you go. It's in the
turned into
middle.
Hulk.
It's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look more like that.
It's in the middle. No, it's in the middle. Real talk. I'm honest, it's just orange.
Coloring. It's not really. The color's not really.
No, someone said it was like a fire hydrant.
It's actually orange. Flex, was here when I bought it.
Where is that coming? Please, where is it? Where's the fire hydrant?
Fire hydrant? No. Nah, Manish, you're taking the piss. Nah. And you know what's funny? KG laughed at me, yeah, because I hadn't set up my other program yet where I could put the sliders in and do that. He's like, you haven't got the new one. You haven't really, your one can't really do it. Now you just look like 70s TV.
Yeah, I might as well, fam.
KG's on NWO Hulk Hogan settings. Look at him.
Nah, bro, you can't do black and white, bro. Nah, come on,
it's like you're dead.
No, they said it's too dark. They say it's hurting their eyes. I'm black and white, fam. This is where Man United were good, bro. This is where Man United were good. I feel like I've really derailed the show. I've been trying to get back on with things and you lot ain't helping. Oh my goodness. Guys, let's see.
All right, let's bring it back, man. That was the last one. That was the last one. I promise that was the last one.
There's a load of super chats, by the way, Flex. I don't know if you can see them.
Have we read any of them?
No.
Right. There's 10. Big up Ahmed says you can pick only one to stop City from completing the treble. United beat City to win the FA Cup, or Inter to beat City in the Champions League final and keep City's Champions League cabinet empty. No, I want us to do it.
Yeah.
I want us to do it. I don't care. I want it to be us saying not on our watch, not relying on somebody else to stop it. I want us to do it. So yeah, I know what you're saying, because technically they would have won the Champions League. So now, they can say they've won it. We can't laugh at them. But at the end of the day, you'll never do a treble, is what I want to say. You can have a Champions League, cool, but
I don't want to get none of those trophies.
Yeah, but that's not the question. You have to choose.
Yeah,
that's the scenario. You can't change it. That's Ahmed said you can only pick one. So what would you pick? What would you pick? Them losing to Inter but beat us in the FA Cup final then?
Are you mad?
In the first ever derby at Wembley.
I want us to get my money's worth, man. What are you talking about?
Oh God. Red Brown says I live in Manchester and no one gives a feck. City won the league. Yeah, you were saying
I said it. I've been saying that.
Yeah, and just in general, we just
don't it just feel like a normal Monday? It doesn't feel like your group chats hasn't been getting crazy. Everyone just been living their lives.
For real. Belly Visual says, me personally, if we went in for Harry Kane, I play him in Bruno's position. He drops back for Spurs and does it well, and sign another main striker. And yes, that means selling or benching Bruno. Interesting.
Wait, what? You said what?
KG. I know KG is going to be all over that. Anything against Bruno, KG
does it well. Another main striker.
I think if we signed Harry Kane and not play him as a striker, that's what we're crackhead.
You can't do that. You can't do
Can't
that.
do
Like
that.
it's all right him dropping off the front sometime to feel like, but you
Yeah.
can't go. We don't need
Right.
Bruno anymore and just play Kane in the 10. That's not why
Harry
I was
Kane
signing
would
him.
want to get passes from Bruno Fernandes. Like,
Exactly, 100%, 100%. Ash said, we read that one earlier. Big up to you, Ash. Though, Mike says, Flex apology came from chat. What's that one?
Chat
GPT.
GPT. You know, it's the
What
one
is
which
that?
you can like. People are
AI.
doing it to use like their essays. It's like an AI thing that writes stuff out and that. Yeah.
like the
What,
John
it just
Morant
writes the
one.
essays?
Yeah, I mean,
AI.
Chat GPT is a real like you can basically get it to write anything, whether it's again like essays, tweets, just paragraphs
What do
of
you-
text, anything.
what do you
Ask a
do-
question
what-
to it. Or it does
What?
pictures as well, doesn't it? The pictures one where you can say like, "Show me a futuristic Old Trafford," and they put together a picture of Old Trafford. And they go,
Oh yeah,
there
yeah.
you
I've
go.
seen them little mock-ups
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
but like,
But this is, but
Oh.
it's not really
Purely
like
AI.
mock-ups. It's just you just literally type it in and then it makes it.
Ray Diaz. This could extend to the wider group actually. KJ, I know you're into NBA. I like NBA. I mean,
Mhm.
you're not so much NBA actually, are you? You don't
No.
really. Mina, do our Lakers start a historic comeback today?
No,
What?
They're
What? They're getting swept.
done.
They're getting swept.
they might get swept. Yeah, I don't see them coming
They
back.
can't
I'll be
have that
shocked.
on the goat's watch. Nah, they can't get swept.
He's
Yeah,
getting
no,
swept.
I'll be shocked if they manage to come back. But LeBron's done it before from 3-0 down, so I wouldn't be surprised. But
No, but he's injured. He needs surgery.
He can't do it
Listen,
all. He can't do it all.
if there's anyone that I want,
Where's AD? Where are you?
he's got knees made of glass. That guy.
He's got the
Yeah,
Varane legs.
so it's
He's got
mad.
the Varane,
Jokic
yeah.
though, if I want anyone to win it, it's Jokic.
I
So
hear you.
it is what
I
it
hear you
is.
on that. I hear you on that. Austin Baker says we aren't linked to him, but keep an eye on Swiderski. Never heard of him. Sounds Polish, like a Polish player. It's like a Polish kind of name. I'm gonna go for, but I've never heard of him before. Is it a real player, Owen?
It is a real player, and you were correct with the nationality. If this is the right player, I think he plays in the MLS. So there you go.
He is Polish though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well done, Fleck.
good little guess that. Ahmed says KG. Oh, we read that one earlier.
You read that already, fam.
We read it earlier. No need to get aggressive. We read it earlier. Okay. Sir Marcus said, take KG's microphone and usher him out. We haven't read that one yet, so had to read that one. Yeah, usher him out.
See you later.
You know. Kishan says, we should threaten to chop off their ponytails unless they sell. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. Mike A says, KG looking like an unlocked Tekken character.
Remember when I went like all black?
Oh my God! Look at your hand.
Yeah,
Bro, you got fake tan. You got fake
You
tan
got
on your
proper
hand, bro.
Donald Trump fans.
Bro.
Go like that. Bring it into the shot.
Good again.
Nah, bro. It looks like rust.
I don't know what I've done
It
then.
looks like he put his hand in jollof rice and just left it in there.
Image, mask, and blend.
But I tell you what, KG, it looks like you've been in like a lot of Watsits. You know what I mean? When you got proper like Watsit fingers.
I don't know what
Like,
to
you
do.
Yeah, the hue shift. Sometimes the hue shift can take it down a little bit. Yeah,
I've
Hue shift
tried.
Bro, you need
Look,
to
I
get
look
set,
like I
bro.
got jaundice.
Yeah, someone said that earlier, but I didn't put it up because it's a bit techie still.
So which way do I go?
It's not a nice illness.
I'm just gonna put it in the thingy and just put default.
Yeah, just
Default.
That's good.
there you go.
And then
Why
you're
did you
better.
just see?
Put your
Why
hands
did you
up
touch?
again.
See,
Put your hands up again now.
there
See?
you go.
Normal.
So why did you touch
Yay!
it?
So why were you saying like, oh yeah, it's nothing to do with settings? Because clearly it's something to do with
I
the
didn't
settings.
know what to
No,
do,
it's because
bro.
it's
I
because
didn't-
he changed them
That's
himself.
what I mean. Yeah.
No, because Wale changed them when we done the undefeated show.
Well, should have changed it back.
I didn't know what to do. My
Okay,
hands
oh,
are
no, we read
normal
that one
now.
already.
Finally, and look, it's orange hat, innit?
It still looks a bit oversaturated.
It's
but
very orange.
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's
Yeah.
sake, I don't care.
that's just the hat, though. That's not the set. That's
I
just
think
the
it's
hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Priest of Banter says KG streaming live from World War II. That must have been when he was black and white. Juicicality X says Kevin the Carrot. KGB looking like Kevin the Carrot from Audi.
Don't know him.
It's the actual carrot. Wait, in Audi
I'll have
they
a
got
look.
like a little. No, in Audi they've got an actual little character called Kevin the Carrot. Nah,
No,
you lot. No, I'm innocent.
You know what's
Nah.
crazy, yeah? I was
That's-
riding high. I felt really confident. and I've come into back to my community, and they've just tried to shit on me and make me feel rubbish. Do you know how happy I was before I came on the stream? I was
Don't let them get to you, bro. It happens, man.
Great. And I just come
Bro,
home and it's the people
it's
that
just
just
a joke,
bring
bro.
me back to
You was
life.
probably cussing people in your stand-up yesterday, laughing at people and making jokes about people. It's just
That's why I don't go to stand-up shows. I don't want to get called out.
But I was just riding. Oh no, wait, the show's going another way. I really want to talk about football. You know, I want to be professional today.
Go on, but you was just about to say something.
Some guy.
We've only got one more super chat. We've only got one more super chat.
From the crowd,
yeah.
Some guy from the crowd decided he wants to start his stand-up career.
What, he started telling jokes back to you?
Yeah, he gets up to tell jokes live at the
Was he funny? Was he good?
Not at all.
What, he just went on stage in front of everyone from nowhere?
And I tried to rescue him. I was like, bro, we gotta get out of here. Like I was saying in the mic, I was a bit rude. But I was trying to help him, but he didn't listen. He didn't heed man. And then the crowd started booing him. 2,000 people, fam. He was stressed.
See? That's on him. That's on him. Lil Yo-Yo, last super chat says, KG looking like a yolk.
Sorry.
I promise you guys, we are talking about football. We are. You're right. Priest of Barrett says, guys, that Asna downfall felt spiritual. Let's talk. They bottled it. We know that. Jessica he says, I'm dying with laughter when he put the orange hands up. When he put Oompa Loompa time. Oh god. Oh no, I was taking a piss. Where did we get to before I came late with the where was we? What's happened?
It wasn't even a really strong start either from I think all three of us.
Don't box me into you guys' category.
Yeah.
Owen didn't introduce anyone.
No, I didn't introduce people.
No. Nothing. What?
I'm frail today. I'm frail.
So what? Wait. So what? What did we talk about then?
I tried to talk about strikers and just players that on the thumbnail that have been here for time.
With the Harry Kane one though, the Harry Kane one. He scored at the weekend as well. What's that? 28 goals this season. Yeah, I think he scored in 25 games this season as well. And that's a record, by the way. That's a record this season for scoring in the largest amount of Premier League games ever in a season. And you think actually, without Erling Haaland playing, we'd be talking about a real strong season in a side that's been terrible. Spurs. They're probably not even going to make European football. So that's when I go back to. I probably sound like a broken record at this point. You know when people sort of turn their nose up a bit at Harry Kane. Oh, it's not. He's too old. He's too slow. He scored 28 goals. This is just in the league in 25 games. On top of that, he scored 20 plus goals in all comps for nearly a decade. And people are turning their nose up at him. And look, granted, there might be better options in terms of age out there. I mean, we've been linked to all of them in the last 24 hours, haven't we? Vlahovic, that's what you spoke about this morning. Flex, Kudus as well from Ajax. Is he really a striker? The Osimhen option's still there, but they're saying 130 million. But yeah, him as well. But I still don't understand this. Oh, Harry Kane, like we can do better. Can we? Can we do better than Harry Kane? Someone tell me if we can do better than Harry Kane.
Well, Mina wants Osimhen, so what does she think?
I'm not that I'm not. What's the word?
Fussed.
I'm not fussed. For longevity, I would prefer Osimhen, but Harry Kane's he's a shooter, so that's guaranteed 20 goals minimum Premier League. Like imagine, I don't know if you lot remember that season that Ibrahimovic was at United. He could have had Pogba had an outlet, and he could have easily had 15, 20 assists that season. Ibrahimovic just scuffed a lot of chances. Imagine what Bruno Fernandes is going to be having. How many assists in the Premier League alone with a number 9? I'm honestly, I'm not fussed. I just don't want to do business with Daniel Levy. Like he's a waste man.
Well, and also, people talk about, oh yeah, but he's injury prone. The last injury he had was in April 2021. That was the last time he was injured as well. So even like this whole thing about he gets injured all the time, like it's just not true.
He's a United player, man, guys. He's a guy. It makes sense. Like it's even, and when he if he does come in, and hopefully he does, he'll do well. It's one of those guys that you can say it's almost, you look at some players and you think, are you a guaranteed finisher? Are you a guaranteed bagsman? Absolutely. Like, we haven't even got into, we're definitely going to need one. Even on the weekend, did you see that Martial and the manager breakdown? He tried to like give him some love. Like, he tried to give him, Martial was not on it at all. And it's like, it's funny because we've got these strikers that are underachieving, that have got big energy, that want to be on the pitch. Weghorst had it recently when he was like, how dare you take me off energy? And it's like, bro, you're dead. Like, then you, Martial, he hasn't really hit, like, he's been playing games now. Like, I didn't think he'll stay fit. Martial's been fit, but his contribution, he might as well have been injured, bro. Hopefully now in the big one, in the FA Cup final, he'll be ready and he actually does something. But we know that a new striker will change everything for us. Absolutely. And one of the level of Kane, my goodness, right?
Do you still think we're one striker away?
Listen, you know what? Funny enough, I do think that, what do you call it? Man United as a team, we probably do. I'll take another midfielder because we're light. But then as the team is, we don't need like a crazy amount of players. We don't. If we're being honest with ourselves, we probably, if free signings come in, I'll say, yeah, we done. That's good. We don't need a crazy amount of players. We have to replace Maguire. We have to probably replace Donny van der Beek. But you got some young players. You got Ahmad coming back. You want to bring him into the fold. You have to see what Sancho's going to do next season. On the right, on the left-hand side, we have options there. So I think, you know what? Let's see what that looks like. We don't have to. I don't think we have to go mental and spend 300 million. If you bring in Kane, we could look. If we bring in Kane, we could look really good. Kane and a midfielder.
Let's say this then, because I saw Romano said the other day that United have definitely identified they're going to get a midfielder in the summer. And that could be an addition to keeping Sabitzer if they decide to keep Sabitzer. So even if you kept Sabitzer, that's not the midfielder they're getting. They're getting another midfielder. So if I offered you a transfer window of a striker, let's say it's Harry Kane, Kim Min-jae, and a midfielder, is that enough to challenge for the league?
Go. Absolutely. It's
a bold statement from a bold man.
Absolutely. Why not? It's well, you lot. I say we can win the league every season, so I'm a broken record at times, isn't it? But absolutely.
I'll ask Fleck that. If I offered you Harry Kane, a midfielder, and Kim Min-jae, is that enough to challenge for the title?
No, not for me.
And not bloody.
I still think, like what I said a few days ago, or whenever I said it, I just think until the team's completely different, I just don't see us doing a whole lot different. We will improve. Erik ten Hag's, what he wants to do will come across more, more time to work with the players. But I still think we don't have enough players who are comfortable with the ball, like, and can dictate games and are technically comfortable all over the park. I honestly don't.
The question is,
we know that midfielder is actually, you've got three players: Kim Min-jae, Rabiot, and Kane. That's the three, really, isn't it?
But guys, with Arsenal, they brought in how many players did they bring in the last transfer window? They brought in Jesus and Zinchenko, right?
They brought in that Fabio Vieira kid.
And
he doesn't even play. Yeah. He doesn't even play, right? So they brought in two significant signings, and they were what, eighth, sixth, or something silly like that. And then he finished second. So even while it does sound ridiculous, no one would have said, because the players have had more time with each other. If our manager can he's one that will coach his players and try to get the most out of what he has. If our manager has, again, another preseason, he knows them now, he knows them more, there's players that he can bring in while adding some quality, why not?
Well, Arteta's the perfect example of that, though, because there's only three guys who actually play, who are surviving members of what was there before. And I'm not saying that it's transparent, because we had a better base to start with than what he had to start with, I agree. But we had a lot of things that didn't work. Ronaldo didn't work, the Pogba situation didn't work, he went straight away as soon as Ten Hag came in. Like, you've got people like Maguire there. Like, we've got things that don't work in it. Yeah. Like, we're basically in a position where, okay, arguably we say Wan-Bissaka's the number one right back, but is it Dalot with how we want to play? We don't really know. At centre back, the ghost of Rafe the Phantom, my favorite player, has injury problems, so we need to get someone who's going to be, if Kim Min-jae is going to be that guy and it goes to Rafe the Phantom has to sit, cool. I'm not
And
player FC.
Lindelof now another
and
option.
Lindelof has proved, but at times we have said, can we win a title with Lindelof? I think we can win a title with Lindelof having to fill in, no problem. And then you get a Kim Min-jae or other way around. You never know, because next to Martinez, whoever can nail down that spot, because the defense has actually been better. Although we've had some batterings this year, defense has been better. We've got the most clean sheets in the league for a reason, because Arsenal conceded more goals than us. Our problem is scoring goals. So, Luke Shaw, this version of Luke Shaw can absolutely stay. Eriksen, you're going to need more than that. Casemiro, you're going to need more than that. Like, I'm not saying Casemiro's not wicked, but when he doesn't play or he's off it, what do we have? I need proper class, to the point where, again, as Casemiro gets older, there might be a game Casemiro don't play, and that's fine. Like, it's not, oh my God, you got Casemiro and he's not starting every single game. No, because I got this guy or this kid who's amazing on the ball, and for what I need in this is perfect. Casemiro can come in for that big game.
You need more than Rabiot.
Yeah, you need exactly. You need more than Rabiot. Bruno, again, who's coming in when Bruno's getting tired? Like you literally said on the match the other day, KG, and I agreed with you. Bruno was playing dead,
horrid,
rubbish,
horrid.
Can't take him off. For who? For
But
what?
then if Leicester get relegated,
there you go. Right. But then Maddison, that's what I'm saying. But then that's another player. That's even more than Owen just said. That's what I'm saying. No, like you need a Maddison then to come in. Rashi, when he's not doing it, okay, Garnacho, wicked. We got the kid now. That's gonna be the future. But Jadon Sancho, what's he doing? Nothing. Anthony Martial, you gotta go. You're doing nothing. Pressure on Anthony. For all we know, they could loan Ahmad in the Premier League for his development. We don't know. And if Ahmad does come, that's time. So I think that goalkeeper, we've spoken about that as well, of the top.
But you're not going to fix, but even all these things.
Of course we're not, but that's why I'm saying we're not going to fix that all in one thing. But that's why I'm saying it takes more than
No, but he still wants to be competitive. Our manager's still going to try and go into next season with the aim to win every game.
I'm not saying he shouldn't. And I'm not saying we shouldn't think we can improve. I'm just saying my opinion is that 3 players that Owen asked me that question, them 3, can we challenge that City that we're looking at right now? I don't think so.
Yeah,
we could do better.
Games.
Might be able to come second.
Yeah.
We could do better and get a higher points tally and do well. Like, I'm not saying we can't improve. That's not what I'm saying. But improving to do what Arsenal just done and essentially finish 10 points behind City. Let's not, because that's what's going to happen, by the way.
10.
Yeah.
You just bigged up Arsenal. Well, okay, then if we get to Arsenal's level, we'll finish 10 points behind City. So that we need to do better.
But the thing is can we challenge? Right? That's
okay.
the
Fair enough.
Question.
Fair enough. That was the question. I'll take that.
What I mean, and I think
look at Arsenal's challenge. Do you want a challenge like that?
No, I want to go like I watch your show.
I want to go toe to toe like what Liverpool.
I watch your DR Sports, and as you said, them they lost it because of themselves. Now, if you bring in, our managers had to operate without a recognized number 9. Like, I think that's we probably take that for granted. We've had no number 9. Like, it's been Casper FC up there, and he likes to build up with a number 9 to play his style of football. I think in that game against Bournemouth, it was maybe 3rd or 4th time we've looked like how a Ten Hag side is set up, where we are always we basically spend the match in the opponent's half with that rest in defense, and 100%. We haven't got to do that but
we won't do that until we get more technical players. We will never do that. If you've got players who just want to play in transition and counter and frantic, we would never play. We have to change the profile of players, i.e. you look back at that team and go, wow, there's only Rashi and Bruno and Shaw left. Wow, bloody hell.
And make no mistake,
against
Bournemouth, it wasn't as if we blew them away. We played largely how we played against Wolves, which was okay in parts, but we're still, to be honest, we're still Moments FC. The moments just come in the first half. The moments come in the first sort of 20, 25 minutes, and we hope that we score because we know we're going to drop off second half. We don't, again, and obviously it's almost difficult to compare us to City because obviously that's where you want to be in terms of that sort of standard. But when you do compare it, you realise how far off we are. I mean, Kane, you just spoke about us not having a recognised number 9 all season. City had that, and they still won the league because they've got incredible players.
City don't have a recognised number 9?
They didn't last year they didn't have recognised number 9. They had Jesus. They didn't play him up front.
Yeah, no, come on. Comparing us and what City, that's Pep, and he's had time. He's they're different. That's a
But
different
I think
outfit
to what Flex is saying, if you really truly want to get to where, you know, we always say Ten Hag ball. We've never seen Ten Hag ball probably this season because some of the players can't do it. So to get to that point, you almost do kind of not get rid of everyone, but you've got to get rid of a lot. And even some players that maybe we're a little bit attached to.
It might be. I was just about to say it might be some of our favorite guys. It's uncomfortable. It might be some of our favorite guys. Mina, what do you reckon? 3 players. Like if Owen offered you them 3 players, do you think we could like challenge for the league next year?
I wouldn't be happy just challenging for the league. It's either we win it or we don't. You don't get a medal for challenging for the league. I think we're more than 3 players away from winning a title. If I was to restructure the question, I think we need obviously quality in the starting 11, but we need quality on that bench. And that's so long been the issue. When Garnacho was out, we looked to the bench and thought, who can come on and make a change, make a difference in that attacking front line? There wasn't really any options. Like you said, you know, if Bruno, for example, there needs to be somebody that can alternate in that position that has that quality that can, you know, replace him next year. We don't want to, I maybe I'm speaking for myself. I don't want to see players playing every single game, even like Champions League. We've already solidified, fingers crossed, but, you know, Champions League, we've already solidified, you know, second in our group. I don't want to see Bruno playing the last game of that group stage because we should be resting players. We should have the quality on our bench to be able to do that. If I was looking at, you mentioned James Maddison, which I think everybody's going to be in for him if Leicester go down. I think Arsenal even wanted him before in the summer. Last summer they wanted him, as well as Tielemans. I would look at going to the Championship. We've brought from the Championship before. It's not like unheard of. I would go for Ilias Cher at QPR. He's a great number 10, press resistant. He's so tiny. He reminds me a bit of Bernardo Silva. I think he would excel in a team that are possession based. I'm not going to talk too much about QPR and what he's doing there, but I think we are more than 3 players away from winning a title. I think we are about 5 players away, or I would say 6, from challenging for the title. But I don't want to talk about challenging for the title because for me that's not
6 players away from challenging for the title.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think we're 6 players away because you look at, for example, our backline. Just look at our backline, for example. Varane gets injured, yeah. Then we've got Lindelof and Martinez. In the instance that someone else gets injured, we're playing rock paper scissors with who's going centre back. Is it going to be Luke Shaw? Then Dallow's getting shifted to left back. One thing that I would like, as much as I enjoy seeing players be able to play in different positions, I think you get the best out of your players when they're allowed to play in the positions that they play. I feel like that's when you get the best out of them. So I want to see Dallo at right back, even though he used to play left back and he played a bit at left back for Porto. I'd like to see him playing at right back. I'd like to see Luke Shaw at left back because, you know, in the absence of Luke Shaw at left back, you see the difference that he makes going forward, supporting the wingers, you know, attacking threat in comparison to Malacia. And there's no criticism to Malacia, that he just doesn't have the attributes that Luke Shaw has. So I think you get the best out of your players when they play in their starting position, game in, game out, because, you know, that's how you build consistency. Without that, you know, if you are, is it KG, you're an actor, yeah? You wouldn't want to be an extra one day, then be the main star the next day, then be a prop in the background, you know, dressed as a tree the next day. You just want to be consistent. You want to be the same thing every single time.
Put me in a Crime Watch reconstruction, me.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You want to be consistent every single time. And for example, if you're the co-star of the main actress, you want to be that in every movie that you star in afterwards, or you want to be a step above. And that's how it is with footballers. They should be able to play in their same position every single time because that's when you get consistency out of them.
You know, we got a lot of K3. We got a lot of super chats. There's some hilarious ones.
There's crazy super chats.
The Duracell one was absolutely tremendous.
I thought you could talk about the other one. There's another one, which is
Kit Kat one.
All right, we'll get through them. Saeed Ali says that Flex, are you bringing KG on US tour? Not at this rate.
Big red hat. Me and my big red bag.
No, we won't get through security.
That backpack.
The big red backpack.
Jesus, that is the most embarrassing thing. I hate being near him when he's got that, barging into people. You know, like when you're walking past people, everyone has to turn around. They're like, "Bro, what was that?" Oh, it was that big red brick on that man's back. Oh, where's he going? Oh, he's just going Spain. Oh, it looks like he's just giving away his savings and saved to go backpacking for like 9 months in the Himalayas. That's where he's going. Nah, he's just going Seville. Nah, he's just going Barca for 2 days. Had to explain that to people in the airport where this guy's going. Even, do you know, even Tom Heaton laughed at you. I showed you that. Even Tom Heaton laughed at you. I put it on our story. Tom Heaton laughed back and said, "This guy," laughing at him.
Let Tom off, fam. I'm a big boy.
Oh, Jesus. No, you just got a big bag. Ash says, KG, Papa Smurf. Just Quality says, does KG want some naan bread with the curry on his head? Oh, God.
There's bear.
Ed says, I want to dip my chips in KG's hat for real, for real. Oh, no. Ahmed says, Kane, Kim and Jay and another midfielder might be good for second. To win the league, we need proper depth. Absolutely, we do. Ed says, KG looking like Usofia in London. What's that?
In London, a classic. It's a classic Nollywood film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, I haven't seen it. Bearded Maverick said, KG's like a notification. Nah, you can't call a man a notification. You can't call someone a notification.
No, they've been killing me. I've been getting cooked.
Nah, bro.
As well.
They called you a notification. KG, okay? He looks really alert today. Oh, no. KG looking like a half-open kick. No.
That's the rudest one. That is actually...
Take a break.
No. You're cheap.
Half-open Kit Kat. No, you're taking the piss. Bro, you're taking the abs. A half-open Kit Kat. Because it's just got the...
That is so disrespectful.
And the brown just comes through under... No, that's dread.
There's crumbs lingering around. Yeah.
What's crazy is...
Could have been worse. Could have been worse. It could have called you a Kit Kat chunky or something like that. Could have been worse. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, Owen's dread. See, what Owen's done is saying he's using that to say it himself, but saying they could have done it.
Yeah, I know.
He's just Owen, innit? That's what he does. He gets away with it a lot, though. He does do it.
He looks like a construction team leader.
Hard hat helmet. Bruno Fernandez has joined. Big up the real Bruno. Bruno's in the chat. Big up.
It's Bruno Fernandez actually. Flex.
Oh, that's Bruno Fernandez.
That's why he's on a naan bread.
Oh no,
Bruno Fernandez.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at that picture. That's pretty funny. It's Just Danny. Big up, Just Danny. KG sponsored by the Qatar national flag.
It's different now. Like, yeah.
Mike A. Keep trying to do it's different now. Mike A said, did anyone here think Arsenal would be challenging this season after they finish 5th? Have faith. Just watch the ball
exactly
next season.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy that came in because we have got.
I have said that before.
We have got some players, man. We got like the left back that's come back. Mina was talking about him on loan view as well. He could jump back into the squad. Again, we got like Kobe Mino would have another year playing, just watching, being with the first team. You never know. And our manager's the kind of manager to bring a young player in and say, this is yours now. This is your spot. So don't be surprised to see these players come in for Ten Hag. The first summer, he didn't know what he was doing. He inherited this side. And with his inheritance, the guy potentially, we're on course, top 4 and 2 trophies. Like, and now if you add Harry Kane to it, the sizzle and all this, and another year with these players, we can't write him off and say that things can't be done, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not impossible. Nothing's ever impossible. KG looking like a Reese's cup, says Ahmad. Big up Ahmad. Reese's cup settings. Owen style advisor. Never seen a hat with a sunburn.
I'm getting cooked.
William, not gonna lie, KG, you're built like a Pokeball.
That's the one. Wait.
And just for extra effect, Owen Style Advisor says it again to reiterate the point.
Also, by the way, so just so people know, because people were calling him Kevin the Carrot earlier on. So just for reference, this is Kevin the Carrot, and also as well, it gets better. This is KG the Carrot.
Hey, this is a cookie. What did I do? You know, it's my past life. Maybe I was a dickhead yesterday.
Nice jumper, Casey Carrot.
That's mad because that's actually the tone he's been looking like today as well.
Hey, Josh is a dickhead. It must be Josh. Only Josh could do that so quickly.
Of course, on tap, easy. Like just no, like yeah. There you go. Guys, interesting show. We've had apologies. We've had roastings.
We've also got a couple of member chats we missed, by the way, Flex. One from
let's go.
Vishal, been a member for 10 months, says, catching the full view after a minute. Good to see the banter here. As always, big up to all of you. And Nessie was said, I would take any of those players pictured in the thumbnail. Martial and Veggie, it's time to go. So there you go.
Yeah. Someone said, KG, I choose you. Oh, I'm done.
Big up to you, Heinz.
You're cheat.
Throw his hat. Well, it lands on his head. Choose you.
Guys.
I'm finished. I'm not wearing this hat again.
Hey, we'll wear it on your Monday night smoke in a minute. Go on.
Oh, no, because I can't. We got to talk serious conversation.
Wear your hat, man.
I'm wearing a backwards black cap, bro. We got to get into this, bro. This was too distracting today.
Guys, big up for the show. We've got plenty more coming tomorrow. What have we got? What is? It's back to FIFA. You know what I mean? We kind of need to put that. We need to put this season just to bed.
We got big final. We got FA Cup. We got City coming up.
Yeah. Well, if we did we win our semi-final? I think we got to play it. I can't remember. But yeah, that's the only thing we got to pay for because we're not going to get top 4. So FIFA with Flexing KG tomorrow. Flexing KG show tomorrow at 6 p.m. as well. You got Red Room, I believe, on Wednesday morning. So much happening. And then obviously we'll be doing a preview with man like Mattis, man like Ma for the Chelsea game as well. So look out for that as well. We're going to record that over the next coming days.
And apologies to all the members' chats. Again, you're not keeping the show flowing and stuff. So I apologize that your members' chats didn't get read. So
yes, 100%.
They all did in the end. They all did in the end.
Yeah,
I believe.
we did get them all out, but sorry it took a while. As you can see, it was a busy show with a lot going on. Smash the like on the video, peeps. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Big up to Mina, big up to KG, big up to Owen, and big up to, most importantly, you lot, the community, man. We'll see you again soon. Peace.